little shards of a larger crystal ball, adrift anywhere of it all, just squares and circles. All thoughts and dreams, feelings that I need here.
Sitting by the waterfall, flying with the clouds, crystals dancing in the sun. Colors are falling in my eyes. Time don't exist anymore. Only pictures of light and pictures of darkness. Free like never before. Like a river in the rain. Oh, Father of the four winds, take away my attentions. I did not betray you. I did not forsake you. The universe on a string, drifting in all directions. Free until the key finds the door. Free like never before. Children of light, gardens of life, gold on the inside. Children of light, gardens of life, diamonds in the miles. Children of light, gardens of life, gold on the inside. Children of light, gardens of life, diamonds in the miles.
welcome everyone and Happy New Year from a very warm and toasty low veld of South Africa. I know all of you guys in the States at the moment are dealing with incredibly cold temperatures. I'm glad I got out before I was going to be sitting in the well below freezing. Let's have a look.
Rhino mobile on Rhino Road.
It's Rhino and Kaya. Hello Annie, Becky, Betty, Di, Carol. Who else we got? Oh, let's make sure. It's been a while since I've done this.
Truly, Sally, truly sport here.
Jennifer, Barbara, Brandy. Hello. So, lots of news to come, but we're going to start with some very positive. Hello, Jan. Hello, Connie. Very positive news. As you know, we have had our two lovely female wild dogs that have been roaming the Rietspruit. Unfortunately, their boyfriend was killed by the lions. And we have been desperately trying to find them some boyfriends. And we have succeeded in that. So they've got some boyfriends that will be arriving on the 3rd of February. So in Hello, sorry about that. Hello, Ariana, Brian, Jan, who am I missing? So that's the very good news. We're not going to put the females back in Boma because they did spend so much time in the Boma earlier. So they are going to, we're going to hopefully that the boys will start calling from in the Boma and that will attract them and then they can get to know each other like that. That is the very exciting news. We've got 2 boys coming. I can't remember exactly. Oh, he's too fast. Slender mongoose. There you go, VM. Always a good omen for VM when we see slender mongoose. But that's very interesting news. It says it's interesting news. It's not bad news, but it is interesting news. So okay, we're back. We'll notice we toned down on the Zoom drive. Hello, sorry, this is being quite temperamental today, but we've toned down a bit on the Zoom drives, and we're doing the same on the live drives. Unfortunately, as many of you are aware, live drives are very, very expensive to operate, and unfortunately, it's not bringing in enough income for us to warrant being able to do it as much as we've been doing it. There will still be a live drive per month, but the main reason is not only the financials of it, is that this year we're sort of refocusing and very much focusing back into the conservation sphere, which means a lot of us are going to be traveling all over Africa a lot more. We're going to be going to Mozambique, Botswana, Zambia, possibly Senegal, and all over. So we want to really focus on sort of documenting the conservation work that's happening and operating quite often outside of South Africa. It is going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, it's going to be impossible to do live while we're on the road. And that also means while we're on the road, there often are not going to be enough staff on the ground in South Africa to do lives as regularly as we have been. But that does not mean you will not still be getting lots of stuff. So there will be, to start, 3 videos, edited videos a week of what the guys are being up to. So like Andrew saving the warthog from the waterhole today, and those will be uploaded onto YouTube. And then we're also going to be starting another series. I know a lot of you will remember Tale of Two Mothers, so a long form series. There'll be 2 21-minute shows coming out every month, and Brian is going to be editing that. The guys are going to be out filming. So we're going sort of really back to how Vim and I started with Painted Dog, and this does give us the flexibility, particularly to focus on those conservation-based stories, and also spending a bit more time filming in other parts of Africa. The Rietspruit will always be home, will always be a base. We're still doing a lot of stuff with Rhino Revolution. We're doing a lot of stuff with Grant at Contemplate Wild, with Kyle, with the ground hornbills. So there's still a lot of exciting stuff happening. Let me just try to remember. Oh, and the one very exciting thing that I don't know if all the crew are as excited about is that everyone in the Painted Dog crew will even try to convince VM, but that might be a bit more difficult. We will still have live catch-ups, but every week there'll be a different person. And I think we should start with Basil. Who thinks we should start with Basil? Because Basil's on camera. So there will be, so you'll be able to chat to the guys, see what's been happening. So yes, so it'll be Basil one week, then it might be Gareth, then it'll be me, and that is going to be on, what day did we say? Where are my notes? I think they're on my laptop, which is not here. What was it? Monday. So every Monday afternoon, every Monday evening, there will be a live chat for the patrons that you can chat to all the staff. You might even have to get, where are we going? Let's go this way. Yeah, we'll even try to get VM. Oh, well, we're looking for elephants and it looks like they've been here, because the tree is over the road. Hello, Alex. So, as I said, so recap, there will be 1 live drive a month. There will be weekly live chats with the crew. There will be 3 edited videos about what the guys have been up to during the week. And there will be 2 21-minute episodes in a similar style to Tales about what's been happening on the Rietspruit. And then also, of course, we'll still be working on the conservation stuff, and a lot of those do take a little bit more time. And now that we've been filming a lot of this conservation stuff for 5 years, we really are starting to build a nice story because we're constantly following what everyone's up to. So now is your chance to our darling pack members to ask me any questions you would like. And yeah, as I said, one of the other things that really frees us up for travel and filming in other parts of Africa. We are still going to be going to Mozambique in the near future. I am going somewhere next week, but I can't tell you where, but it is out of South Africa. And there's some exciting projects that we're going to be working on outside of South Africa. Thanks, E. And I know it is sad, but as I said, it is very expensive to do live. And I think every grey beard, every grey hair in Vem's beard are from Gremlins and live. And the other thing is we're going to be able to really create some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. As I came back from the US with some new camera gear, so proper big, well, it's amazing. It's not that big in sensor, small in size, but cinema quality camera that we're going to be using for a lot of that filming. Yeah, so very, very exciting stuff. Carol, the Zooms, we're not going to be running Zooms currently. As I said, the expense of them is the same as this, and unfortunately there's just not enough people on the Zooms to even cover the costs of putting out a live drive. So we will still do Zooms when we have requests, lives when we have requests from some of the big corporates. And if all tickets and stuff that you have, we will honor everything. And this will only be really starting from the end of this month. Oh, these Ellies have been busy. Thank you so much, Di. Jennifer, I'll get to that in a second. Thank you so much, Mary. Wow. Heffalump causing havoc. You okay, Basil? So the species that are on the radar, obviously with the wild dogs coming in, the guys are going to focus on the dogs and hopefully getting those females around the bomas, and cheetah in Mozambique. We've been waiting for permits. We've been waiting to move 18 cheetah in one go to an area of Mozambique where cheetah were shot out probably about 30 years ago, 40 years ago. So that's a very, very exciting project, and it's one we've been working on for a long time with Vincent. But again, if you guys get enough people together to do a private Zoom, we will still do those on request. Mary, we're going to be creating so much stuff for you to watch in your free time. I'm so excited. I haven't been. The last time I was at Leopard Dam, it was a puddle. Because it was last year when? November. No. Yeah, November. So I'm very excited to see how full it is. The live cams are still going to be there. So camp cam, critter cam, and that are still going to be there. They're not going anywhere. Sorry, Vim. And we... Okay, so we are actually expanding on the live cams, but unfortunately we got hit by lightning, which took out a few cameras that were supposed to be part of the expansion. Betty, you'll still be able to ask questions live. Uh-oh. How, huh? Have you crossed yet? I think this might be a bit deep to cross. Vim, they're asking, will that be one stream that switches between cameras, or will there be separate streams for the cameras as well? I lost you there, Vim. Okay, no, so it will be the one. So unfortunately, it eats too much bandwidth, and we are not close enough to a fiber line. Exactly, Carol, and hopefully we'll add a few more cams for you to curate in the not too distant future. And one of the other very, very exciting things is, at the moment, we have been documenting conservation heroes and helping raise funds. But with our one and only and very own Gareth Leo-Smith, we are going to be, he is going to be, we will be supporting him in a very, very exciting PhD project on leopards and hyenas moving through citrus, moving through wild spaces, moving into agriculture, and that's going to be a very, very exciting project that Gareth is going to be running. And on top of that, it means we're going to have a huge amount of camera traps. So we're going to start putting camera traps all over the place. And, oh, excuse me. I just want to fly. I just want to fly. Yuck. So there's going to be a lot of camera trap footage to go through, and we're very excited to see how particularly the leopards, the spotties, and the brown hyenas are going to be moving. There is sorry about that. I was really hoping to find the elephant swimming. So I don't know how much of that you lost. There we go. Yes, nice project with Gareth. So Gareth's going to be doing a PhD. It's a very interesting project, which I think is desperately needed to just understand the movements of these carnivores better. We will continue to work with marine, but it's going to be a bit more in-depth and yeah, Gareth's baby. So in that, we will be making a documentary of Gareth doing that, which is also very exciting. There we go, Mary. Yeah, so that's a very, very exciting project. So Painted Dog is facilitating funding that. So we are now, not only are we continuing with the other projects that we work with, we are now, which way are they going? Heffalumps, going this way. I mean, those elephants, if they're 5 steps off the road, you're not going to see them. But yeah, it's a very exciting project, and we're going to be directly working in the scientific field via Gareth and in conservation, which really, really excites me. And the vision for Painted Dog has always been to create a wildlife conservation-based filming company where we get and cover all the different things. And through all of you, our wonderful pack members, we've been able to help so much in terms of the financing. But I really think it is the next project, the next step, the next evolution, to be directly involved in some of the conservation projects and run our own projects. And this could be the first of many. And the nice thing about this as well, I mean, this project's going to run for a minimum of 2 to 3 years. And you never know, there might be such interesting data coming through that we might continue it or tweak it. So very, very exciting stuff, very exciting for Gareth. It is absolutely verdant green at the moment. It is gorgeous. But spotting stuff in this green is going to be challenging. Jennifer, Gareth's project will actually be happening here. So one of the research areas will be the Rietspruit. And then we're going to get permission from some of the citrus farmers, in particular around the Blyde River, to see how the leopards are moving in the corridors. Because I mean, I've had leopards at my house, which is in a mango farm, and then looking at wildlife estates that don't have Big Five, wildlife estates that do wildlife, and then also areas that are open to Kruger, so possibly pridelands as well. I need to go chat to Anton a bit more about that, but I don't foresee that being an issue. Oh, leopard, leopard, leopard. Come on. You missed it. Basil, why are you so slow this afternoon, my friend? No, it was out of focus. There was a leopard in the road. Okay, let's try. Looked like a female. Wait. Oh, it was stalking the duiker. Oh man, I think we just messed up her kill. Damn it. Leopards at this time of the day are so nervous. And in this grass, and I won't even be able to see her track there, tracks there. Let's see if it's male or female. Looks like a female. Or male, actually, maybe a young male. Went off. Where do you think? Yeah, somewhere. But, I mean, you can just see how thick it is. Okay, I think what we're going to do is we're not going to see her in here. I mean, it is so thick. So I think let's go take a little trip down to Kudu Krip and then we can come back this way, see if we spot it again. Damn it, she was just too quick. Yeah, so hopefully we're planning to get a collar on her, which will also make finding her a little bit easier. Well, my first leopard of 2025. Hopefully I'll be seeing a few more leopards where I'm going next week that I can't talk about yet. Okay, let's go have a quick look at Kudu Crypt for some rhino, maybe the elephants, and then we'll just loop back here and then come check again. Brief visual of a female leopard on Leipatdan north, probably about 400 meters from the junction with Pompat. Carol, so the way you find a leopard to put the collar on is you use a bait. So we would help an impala climb the tree, and we'd put it in a spot for a couple of days, and then once she settled and feeding on the carcass, we would go in at night and dart. It's just so challenging, particularly at this time of the year with leopards. I mean, of all the things I didn't think we were going to see this afternoon was a leopard. I mean, but you know what? I'm quite lucky. Or should I say I make my own luck? I think we still got a chance. If we go back, she might come back onto the road. Carol, that is a question for Gareth. Whether we're collaring males or females. I think we would probably do both. Hello, papapalas. There's a big kitty just down the road who wants to eat you. Let's see if we can get a view of the babies. I love the little nursery groups of impala lambs. And they are the cutest when they get the zoomies. Hi guys. Can you hear the red-chested cuckoo calling as well? So that is definitely a Gareth question on what he would decide to do. But I think it would be interesting to also collar male, particularly because their territories are so much bigger. and their territories are so much bigger. So they cross out and probably go across things like railway lines. Do you hear about the leopard?
No, I'm looking at the junk for birds.
So on the Sekwe Dam Road, I saw her for 2 seconds, she just popped across the road.
On Leopard Dam.
I mean, sorry, on Leopard Dam Road. Yeah.
How far through the river here?
Probably 200 meters.
Past along.
Past on
the
your
junction, on the way to the road.
on the way to the road. Yeah.
So I'm going down the route for
Okay.
birds and stuff.
Well, enjoy. Yeah, so that's an interesting one. We'll go for a little longer loop before we go back. Yeah, and for me, I'm really excited if we can to possibly get a collar on some of the brown hyenas. Yeah, it's exciting times and definitely part of the next evolution for us. So green. Sorry about that. And what you'll still be able to chat to everyone. As I said, every Monday evening here, you'll be able to chat to the staff. As I said, everyone's going to do it. Actually, let's have a little vote chat. Who do you guys want to have your private chat with first? Andrew, Basil, Brian, Victoria, or Gareth? We're not sure yet, Ariana, to be honest. A lot depends on funding. Because as we know, collars are very expensive. We're looking at different options. But I'd say, realistically, you want to probably collar. So with the hyenas, you don't need as many collars because they're social animals, so they'll lead you to the den and stuff like that quite easily. So it depends. I don't know. So also, as you would know, from a scientific point of view, we need to have one that's in a closed system, one that is operating in the citrus, and one that is operating possibly in an open system or in a different type of wildlife estate. Oh, we've got some in here. Basil, Brian, or Vim? Brian, so we've got 2 votes Brian, 2 votes Basil, 3 votes Basil, 4 votes Basil. Basil, looks like you're a popular man. They are just too cute. I love a baby impala. Yeah. Off we go. Ariana, there's still a lot of work that needs to go into this, so we're looking at lots of different options. And so we're early days still on that project. Okay, who can guess what we're all going to be up to tonight? The whole crew. Carol, yes, the crew chats will be for pack members. Who can guess what I am taking the whole crew to do tonight? In the dark. Everyone except Brian, because he's in Joburg. Might even get them to come out. We'll see. And I have even brought special footwear for it. Not a bumble, Mary, not a bumble. You are spot on, Carol and Mary. We are going frogging. Alex, I do not partake in the dirty bird. I do not partake in the dirty bird. I tend to avoid the dirty bird at all costs. For those who do not know what the dirty bird is what some of us call KFC, the dirty bird. Okay. I think enough time's passed, and the other vehicle's a big diesel vehicle, so she would have heard that and stayed off the road longer. There's a good chance. It's a nice long straight road. If we come slowly and quietly, maybe just sit there for 5 minutes, she might pop out into the open. Or it could have been a young male. I didn't have that good a look. And the tracks were in quite soft sand. No Nando's in Rietspruit, unfortunately, Mary. We don't have any Nando's in Rietspruit. But yes, I do like Nando's. It's a good burger. Where's the closest Nando's? Equinox. No? Hazyview. Far. Let's go. Yeah, closest Nando's is very far away. At least 2-hour drive. Or hour and a half drive. Yes, we do have, they have paddle, we have paddle. We have the brewery. We have the Thirsty Giraffe. We have the Hatton Creek. What else do we have? Okay, Basil, you ready? Carol, yes, we will continue to film the talks from Nature on Tap. Okay, now it's time to be sneaky. Get ready, Basil. Amazing, everything looks like a leopard when you desperately want to spot one. Let's go a little bit further. Just sit and listen quietly for a second. Come on, little lady, just pop out into the road for us. What we got flapping over there? Where'd it go? Oh, no, I can't see. Oh, can't even see what it is. Is it coming this way? Probably a Warburg's. What I'm really hoping is to hear some form of bird alarm calls. That might let us know exactly where she is. something, Basil? Becky, we will still be doing Patreon. And then, so like the ability to chat to the crew and stuff will still only be available for Patreon. And then, oh, I nearly forgot. We used to have the keyword to get your painted dog high-res wildlife image. We are doing away with the keyword, and all pack members will get a weekly high-res wildlife image for themselves to use however they want. And another fun thing, we're still just trying to sort out some of the logistics of it, is that I want to start a monthly crew photo competition. And you guys will be the judges on the monthly crew photo competition. And another thing we're going to be bringing back is on the videos we produce, the short videos as well as the long form 21-minute shows, is that we'll be putting our pack members into the credits if you want to be. It doesn't look like she wants to be seen today. How very rude of her. Okay. This is where she disappeared in here. And right here somewhere is where she jumped into these quarry thickets. Oh, I mean, she's probably watching us right now. There. You can, I can't see her, but you hear there's rattling testiculars alarm calling. There's upset birds. They can probably see her. I mean, she's probably watching us. We will indeed, Rosemary. Oh, it's so thick. Even if we wanted to off-road here, and you can see the ground is still very wet. There's quite a lot of seep lines in this area, and you see how even the elephants struggle to walk through here. And that testicular is alarm calling just in here. So I might just pop my nose in a little bit, but don't want to spook her. Testicular's alarming in there, and it's very wet in there. So sneaky, those spotted cats. We tried. Oh, that was a leopard-like branch. Thought I saw a white tip to a tail, but it's just a spot of light coming through. And she could be like 5 feet from us. Oh dear. Oh dear. No spotted cat again. Carol, we've chatted to Anton, but currently not at the moment. The main issue there is if something goes wrong with it, we're quite far away to have to go fix it. And currently Vim is the only one who knows how to fix such things. And he's already got a huge amount on his plate. So maybe one day, but not right now. We really want to sort of consolidate and focus on the Rietspruit in some couple of nice spots that we've done the sort of groundwork for already here. Okay. There's also quite a lot of exciting Rhino work happening here with Rhino Revolution. Obviously, we're very, very excited about the projects and more rhinos and more females and the community projects with the rhinos. So we've loaned let's go that way. we've loaned out some bulls to other reserves that are owned by the local communities, and they just didn't have enough breeding animals. So we've loaned them some rhino to breed, and we get a certain amount of the offspring, or Rhino Evolution does, and then the rest of the offspring then belongs to the community and to the reserve. Oh, it's bright coming down this way. It's a gorgeous evening. I was really trying to find any fresh sign of those elephants. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to trundle back towards camp, and then everyone can say hi. The whole crew can come out and say hi. As I said, we're very, very excited about the direction we're going with a focus on conservation, and you guys will still be an incredibly important part of that, and we will keep you in the loop, as we always do. Indeed, that would be 12 and 20. Those two bulls have gone to breed. Jennifer, possibly. We will do them when the need arrives. So sometimes Rhino Revolution actually requests a live or something like that. But quite a bit of the work we're doing is going to be even further away. So the thing about live at a distance, we need to take this car with us. And we can't exactly, unfortunately, load this onto an aeroplane to go to Mozambique or to Botswana or to Namibia or to Angola. Oh. Where have these elephants gone? Right, they're probably going to turn up to terrorize camp later tonight. That's what they love to do. We're having a little crew barbecue this afternoon and frogging. I'm excited to go frogging. I haven't been frogging in yonks. Where all the rhinos are. Haven't seen any fresh rhino tracks again. Betty, what is frogging? Frogging is putting on my gum boots, or I think, what do you guys call them? Wellingtons. And going and stomping around in all the puddles and looking at the frogs and identifying the different species of frogs. Mary, I loved my Frozen North adventures. It's got my brain ticking. And then I had some not so frozen adventures in Florida. But yeah, so saw my first black bear cubs. That was in Connecticut though. Yeah, a mama black bear and 2 bubbas. And the tourism show was good with Ronnie. Hopefully we get some business out of that. We'll see. We haven't as of yet. And then I went down to the Lone Star States. But that was for Addie. She had work down there. And then we went to Wyoming, which was just spectacular. The Grand Teton National Park is possibly one of the most... it's just going to be a silhouette though. Dark hunting goshawk. It was absolutely gorgeous. It was frigid. It was very cold. And is this guy going to fly, or is he one of the relaxed ones? Oh, he's one of the relaxed ones. Let's get around on the right side of the light. There we go, beautiful. I saw moose, lots of meat. And I saw a massive herd of elk, probably 300 or so, crossing the road, which was pretty spectacular. And the bighorn sheep and bison, lots of white-tailed deer, and also saw some mule deer. And very pretty. I must say, I really did enjoy seeing those black bears. They came and they climbed a tree right in front of us. And Mama and the babies went really high in the tree. Yeah, and then what else? I went fly fishing in a snowstorm. And I caught one mountain whitefish, which was a new species for me. Oh, in Connecticut, 1 second, I will remember now. We went up to a little hotel. It's apparently it's the town. It's next to the town where Gilmore Girls is filmed. If that makes any. I'm trying to. I can't remember its name offhand. Let me just check. What was the name? It's past Waterbury. I remember what the it was called. Mayflower Inn. What was that run across the road? Monkey. Oh, it's a squirrel. Hello, squirrel. So the town is called Washington, Connecticut. But we were just outside. What's that? I suppose the biggest town is New Milford nearby. Anyway. I don't know. I just got told, Carol, that it's where Gilmore Girls was filmed in Washington, Connecticut. And then in Texas, we just went to Houston. It was a quick trip to Texas. And then in Florida, we had a great time. We were in Fort Myers Beach. And we also went up to the highest point in the whole of Florida, near Lake Wales. There's a big bell tower, very pretty there. And we also drove through the Everglades National Park. I saw some very cool stuff there. Lots of gators and some giant Florida gar, which is a type of fish, and incredible birds, beautiful, beautiful birds. And oh dear, Betty, I didn't tell anyone because we were only there for 2 nights. It was a very quick trip. Only one full day because we left early in the morning on the second day, and got in quite late on the first day, on the first night. But I do have some other friends in Houston as well. A friend of mine, Andy. And what was I saying? Oh yes, and we drove through the whole Everglades National Park on the bottom road, not on Alligator Alley. And then we avoided Miami. So I went around the edge of Miami and then drove all the way to Key West. And I got to meet Fred the tree that grows on the old 8 Mile Bridge. Fort Myers was recovering. There was a lot of sort of empty plots, particularly on the beach, but people are rebuilding in Fort Myers. I really loved it. Also, it was quite nice to be warmish. I must say, the one thing that always impresses me when I'm in the US is your national parks and state forests and how accessible they are to everyone. Kurt, that is the question of questions. The most I've seen together, what was last year, was 6. And then from the helicopter, we only saw 3. But then I saw 6 after I'd been in the helicopter. Okay, sorry about that. Just having a quick look at the very, very full Mamba Dam. No, I only saw 3 from the helicopter, and I saw 6 a couple of days afterwards on the ground. So anywhere from 5 to 15. But we are sort of, I know there are plans to possibly bring some more eland in. The problem with eland is you need to get low veld eland. We have a lot of eland in the high veld of South Africa. However, those eland are not used to our ticks down here. So if you bring eland from the high veld of South Africa, they will die quite quickly from tick-borne diseases. So we need to get them from either, or from KwaZulu-Natal, I think is the only place. Because obviously the other eland, low-veld eland, are inside Kruger or whatnot. And we want to get eland that are, darker, lion savvy. So that means probably from northern KZN. Now, another important milestone is coming up on the 30th of January. It will be 6 years since Vam and I started this little endeavor with just the 2 of us. And we're very excited for what's to come. Oh, baby wildebeest. Off they're going at high speed, but there is a baby wildebeest and it's gone. Look what we found on their evening walk. I think they tried to sneak, that was close. Sneak out so they didn't have to be on camera, but they didn't realize I was going to come this way around. I don't think they've realized we're here. Victoria saw us. Should we go stalk them? What are you doing? Why are you walking? Okay. Getting your steps. Yes, we're live.
Hi, everybody. We're getting some exercise.
It's a year of being fit.
That's right.
Okay.
And healthy.
Here we go.
We'll see how.
We'll
Yeah.
see you.
Okay. Sorry, was that Vim? Okay. Isn't this? It is actually just a gorgeous evening. But I'm afraid it is time for us to say good night. But remember, for the rest of February, Vim, I'm correct here, we will be continuing as normal. The new changes only take effect from the 1st. Just double check with Vim. Okay. End of January. So the Zooms and the drives will be continuing till the 1st of Feb. Look, it's an Andrew. And a fire. Yes, and also those who have tickets and whatnot for outstanding Zooms, we will continue those until they are done. Andrew, that is a fine-looking fire you have made. You didn't make it, did you? Vim did. And Gareth did. But are you cooking? I'm off. I'm not cooking tonight.
Although I think maybe, Gareth comes back, he's going to cook. So I'll hold him to that.
Okay. But from all of us here at Painted Dog, it is time for us to love you and leave you while we have an early dinner so we can go out in the dark and do some frogging.